up. Now, ending it off with the performance, the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 had that Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 chipset with 3 gigabytes of RAM. Now, what I can tell you about this device is that the performance really isn't going to be that good of a performing phone anymore. There's a lot of glitchiness, there's a lot of, stutteriness, and if you keep it on a stock ROM, if you keep it on a custom ROM, it's a little bit different. But if you have it on a stock ROM, you're going to be rocking like Samsung's TouchWiz or whatever it was at the time, and it really wasn't that good of an experience. I mean, they rebranded it since then, but it's really not that great of a, software if you're having it stock. And there's just a bunch of like moving pieces, there's like a bunch of bloatware, and it's just like a messy experience overall. Now, it's not horrible, it's not going to, make you just upset or anything, but it can be a little bit of a deterrence from you from having better performance. If you had stock software, it would make the phone perform better. Now, if you're doing like day-to-day tasks, like basic tasks, you will probably be okay. If you're doing phone calls and messages and stuff like that, you're going to be okay. But the biggest problem you're going to have with the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 when it comes down to that performance segment is going to be the lack of apps that are still getting support from the App Store. Right now, we're on Android 11. In a couple of months, Android 12 beta is going to come out. This phone is going to be severely outdated on stock software. So all the apps that you would have normally used, like, Google Docs or whatever the case is, since you're on a super outdated version of software, you won't even be able to use those certain apps. It's like, installing, like the Temple Run on the first version of Android. It's not really going to work out that well. Or installing TikTok on this device. There may be some versions you may have to download a super old version of TikTok to even get it installed on here. So that's kind of the problem that you're running into. And it always comes down to the software version. If you're on a super outdated version of software, you're really not going to be able to do too much. So that's another reason why I would recommend custom ROMing your Samsung Galaxy Note 4, so you can actually go ahead and utilize more of that hardware and software mixture. So I think at the end of the day, again, the performance is really not that great. It was great at the time when it first came out for like a year or two, but right now it's really not that good. And this is probably one of the weirder aspects of the Note 4 for sure. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up. Now,